right. Hey all, my name is Rahul. I hope you can see my screen. Let's get on with the presentations really quick. And I'll try. All right. So my name is Rahul Nair. I'm head of engineering for Intel Liftoff. Intel Liftoff is Intel's startup program for early stage AI companies. I have few presentations on the Intel Tyber AI cloud and also a program for early stage AI startups. I'll try to get through them as fast as possible and basically tell you how to access the machines where you can get credits to work on your hackathon projects. And I'll leave some time for any sort of questions you may have where we can interact if it's possible. I'm not sure if it's possible through the platform, but let's see. All right, a little bit about me. Like I said, I lead engineering efforts for Intel Liftoff. We have around 300, 350 AI startups in the program right now. We're hoping to scale it to about 1,000 startups by next year. I work on from early stages on architectural decisions, helping them optimize their AI pipelines, and things like that. Basically, work as a team for the startup and work with them to create the solution and make it really optimized for Intel hardware. The past, I worked in several teams, like developing algorithms for making your battery last longer on laptops. And my general background has been in machine learning for the last 16 years. And I do collect a lot of mechanical keyboards. These are two of my favorite ones. I have like 10 or 20. I know it's a problem, but I still keep on collecting these. All right. So let's first talk about Intel's public cloud offering. It's called Intel Tyber AI Cloud. And I hope you have created an account on Intel Tyber AI Cloud. We are offering a lot of compute with free access through credits to access Intel GPUs and Intel CPUs on the cloud. If you haven't registered, I would recommend you go to cloud.intel.com and create a standard account. For all the participants who wants a GPU or a CPU virtual machine, you can contact the organizers, and we have already given the credits, and they should be able to help you with the systems. And your access to the systems will last till end of this year. But if you want the systems for some time more, just let us know and we can arrange that. So in these systems, essentially, we have Intel's GPUs. Those are data center max series GPU. The smallest of them comes in 48 gigs. So these would be the GPUs that we are providing to all the hackathon participants. So each hackathon participant, there's of course a next number of machines that we have allocated for the event. But if you're able to get it, then you should be getting a 48 gig GPU with a 30 core CPU machine, and you can choose any CPU VM, a large, medium, small. These all have different variations of core count and RAM and storage. Beyond that, on the public cloud, we do have our Gaudi accelerators. These are our top of the line AI accelerators for Gen AI workloads, LLMs, stable diffusion, stable video, cog video, all those things. The most optimized and fastest platform for us. And of course, we have all sort of our Intel Xeon server CPUs from fourth generation, fifth generation, currently we are on the sixth generation. There is a preview option where you could essentially go there, and if you want to try out a system, just take a system, and if there are some systems that needs permissions from us, you can of course tell us why you need access to these machines, and we can definitely give that. There is also a vast category of learning resources with Jupyter notebooks that's free for everyone. You can go into cloud.intel.com and go to the learning resources and open up a Jupyter notebook to fine tune an LLM to run a stable diffusion model, or do something with pandas and some sort of data processing. All these notebooks would have one GPU and X number of cores. I forgot how many cores. I think it's 16. And this is free forever. There's a time limit. Each time after X number of hours, the year it gets reset automatically, but your data remains there and your progress doesn't get lost. So if you want a free resource beyond the compute that we are offering specifically for the hackathon, just go into the learning resources, and there's you can access GPUs, CPUs, Intel Gaudis, whatever you want there. So basically, like I mentioned, to access the resources, go to cloud.intel.com, contact the organizers to get credits. And the way you add credits is there would be a profile button on top right. Click on the profile button, and there's an option to add a credit coupon. Add a credit coupon, and you should be good to go to spin up a GPU VM or a CPU VM. Also, I have a resource page here for those who are not really familiar of running, for example, PyTorch or TensorFlow on Intel GPUs. That resource page lists basically the top frameworks, the Docker containers, what other things you need to do. It's a very quick gist for you to get an idea on how to use this. For example, how to run a training workload using PyTorch on Intel GPUs. I will share these resources with the organizer, but if you want, you can also take your phone and go use that QR code and try out the resources. Basically here, as you can see on the screen, there are two screenshots. This is how you would allocate a machine. Once you have credit assigned to your profile, go to hardware catalog on your left and filter for GPUs and select the Intel Max series GPU VM. And you should be able to good to go till end of end of this year, sorry. And on the top, you can see the specific configuration of the GPU that you need to choose. And this is, for example, a screenshot from my a GPU I have running for my development tasks. That's basically just about Intel's Tyber AI Cloud and Intel's cloud offering. But if there are any questions, let us know. I'm more than happy to answer that. Now coming to Intel Liftoff for AI startups, this is my day-to-day involvement in Intel and work that I do. Essentially, what we do is that we work with early stage companies from pre-seed to Series A, and we provide three resources. And the first resource is a technical resources like me and my team, and essentially additional engineers from Intel, um, high quality trainings, high quality documentations, and things that might not be apparent outside of Intel. We essentially give access to startups on all of that, access to compute. So each startup joining the Liftoff program gets a certain amount of compute, depending upon what stage they are in for evaluation, for creating their POCs or finalizing their product. These all the compute costs are covered by us. And it's not only compute, there'll be dedicated engineers working with you. For example, if you're a Gen AI startup and you want to run your Gen AI workload on Intel Gaudi, for example, just go to developer.intel.com/liftoff, apply. And once you're in the program, we would help you get access to that compute, get access set of engineers to work with you to essentially be part of your team to optimize the solution. Once we do that, the third main pillar of Liftoff is marketing. We use Intel's entire marketing channels, our social media, um, accounts and beyond, and all the major events that Intel are participating. We do make sure that some of our startups get really good slots there and can talk to customers. Even some of the bigger Intel customers, we try to make connections so that startups building really cool solutions can talk to bigger enterprises, for example, to get understanding on what are the real challenges that enterprises or the market segment is facing and how they can tweak and build a solution. This is generally our selection process. Like I said, go to developer.intel.com/liftoff and apply. It's open to all early stage AI startups. That is any startup with a funding. It doesn't matter if you're a product or not. If you're building a product, awesome. All are welcome. Pre-seed to Series A. There is a lot of benefits, mainly the three pillars: the technical, compute plus engineering resources, marketing support, and we don't take any equity. There's no charge, and it's completely offline. There's no cohort or anything. You can come and join the program, be part of the community, and learn from startups similar to. There could be certain number of startups building similar products as yours for a different market. You can learn about their challenges. You can talk to a startup if you're a pre-seed, talk to a series of startups and understand, the journey that they went through and the things that they did, the things that you perhaps shouldn't do. Essentially, learning really trustful ecosystem of really cool people. Once we are selected, we onboard them, onboard you, and then we do technical evaluations. We help you make sure the architecture you have built is uh, works scale when you want to scale. If it's optimized to the right amount, what are the kind of compute choices you could make? Then definitely the marketing materials. So once you've created a product or you want to showcase to the world, all of Intel's marketing would be helping you to market and position your product in the ecosystem. And also, like I mentioned, we do connect you to other bigger companies and other potential customers where you can showcase your solution in different trade events on the things you have built and how you can really help a bigger enterprise or another vertical, another market, another startup use your solutions to grow faster. So these are some of our partners in the startup program. Some of them have been acquired by Hugging Face, for example. Argila is one of the startups. We have BV8, we have Kern, Turing Tech, many of these startups that we work day in and day out. Pixel ML, for example, they're an awesome startup for creating generative AI content to help marketers. So it's really a fun job, and seeing all these cool startups building awesome solutions and working with them and getting the ability to work with them day to day. These are some of the visibility things we do. So we, for example, do podcast with startups, and we do branded advertisements and commercials for different startups. And it could be in YouTube, it could be in different platforms. We do write detailed technical blogs, create architectural documents on how to deploy your solution on different clouds, including Intel's own, and standard social media marketing also on X or Facebook or LinkedIn and things like that. That's basically overall details about the Intel Liftoff program. And I would really urge any early stage AI startup or a startup from pre-seed to Series A, if you want to talk to us and talk to us about all the cool things you're building, need access to computer resources, please go and join Liftoff program. You can either use a QR code or go to developer.intel.com/liftoff. That's pretty much it for me from a slides perspective. I'm not sure if the platform allows for questions, or can one of the organizers tell me, is that even possible?
Oh yeah, there should be questions. Are there any questions on the YouTube live stream? We can give it a moment for anyone to ask any questions. I don't see any currently.
Could you share the link here so I can look at the questions?
Oh,
And
of course, yeah.
yeah. The one thing is, okay, maybe I'll link it on YouTube. So I do have so because you would be getting Intel GPUs. Last week I wrote out an example on how to serve LLM models using TGIs, and there's a trivial examples on how to run an agent using Intel GPUs. So if any one of you are looking at using these Intel GPUs with the credits, check out that repo and check out how the agent has been implemented. And you could, of course, make it more complicated and make it really awesome. And if there are any sort of issues, or if you want new model compatibilities, or you want more examples to be added to the repo, just let me know and I'll add them.
Also, I just want to give a really important reminder for all the hackathon participants that the midterm check-in, that was due yesterday, but you can probably still submit it late, that's fine. But most importantly, the compute request form to get the Intel compute is due the 25th. So please make sure to fill that out if you haven't already.